Just first of all, on these war crimes that seem to have taken place on the outskirts of Kyiv, what's been the reaction from inside Ukraine?
Well, the same as all over the world. People are feel sick of seeing these pictures, and they are shocked. They are paralyzed of what is happening. We all knew here in Ukraine that Russia is an evil empire, and Russia already has done many bad things to Ukraine, starting with Holodomor, then a mass deportation of people from Ukraine, killings and everything. But it was in the history, and when we see it now with our own eyes happening this day, this is something that normal people cannot believe and grasp. The feeling of shock.
What is the situation where you are in Kharkiv? Because obviously it has been shelled for weeks now, but it remains in Ukrainian hands.
Yes, it does, but then the situation is difficult. So what is happening now is that Russia has control over the territories to the north and northeast of Kharkiv, and they have control over smaller towns there. And the major fights are now going on in Izum. This is the eastern town outside of Kharkiv, and the nearby areas are also occupied by Russian troops. And we already know that when Russia takes control over any such town, they immediately cut off any communication so that no information will be coming out of there. And they kidnap people, they kill civil activists, they torture people, they rape women, and they forcefully move people out of that areas to the territory of Russia, to the camps. And I know such people who were forcefully moved, and now their position is unknown. The only thing we know that they are in these camps. So the situation there is very critical, and it might still be the same, because what might happen is that these troops that Russia has withdrawn from the north of Ukraine, being unable to realize the full-scale invasion, they will now regroup, take additional resources, and put harder, more aggressively on the east and on the south of Ukraine. And Kharkiv is an eastern city, so the next months might be very difficult for the city.
And just very finally, Maria, there's also concern, isn't there, too, though, about Odessa in the south, in that it is increasingly seen strikes from warships that are in the Black Sea.
That's the tactics now Russia uses. They are unable to do anything on the ground operations because their military is not ready for that, and they do not have any morale, and they tried not to get into direct fights. That's why they either terrorize civilians by bombarding, by shelling, by killing innocent people, or they use airstrikes and rocket and ballistic missiles from the sea or from the territory of Russia to the Ukrainian cities. And that's why Ukraine asks for more defensive weapons, for medium and large range rocket anti-rocket system to defend the sky, because this is the sky that Russia uses to aggressively attack Ukraine. And when we will be able to defend the sky, that will mean that Ukrainian positions will be more firm, and we will be winning this war more quickly.
Okay, Maria Adiva, thank you so much indeed for joining us there from Kharkiv in eastern Ukraine, from the European Expert Association, which is a Ukrainian think tank.